This is Cheap Eats, the series where we find the tastiest bargains in Manchester. And today, we're in Stretford. Now, back in the day, Stretford was a market town, and it used to produce so much fruit and veg that it became known as the Garden of Lancashire. Today, I'm off to try some of the new and some of the old. First up, and this is one of my favourites, it's the cafe at Longford Park. It's in this cool little Edwardian bungalow, and it's bang in the heart of what was once John Ryland's back garden. Now, this place is famous for its homemade sandwiches, its soups, its toasties, its cakes, and its coffee. It's amazing.
So you can get bacon butty or a relatively cheap bit of scram for the kids. It's made with really high quality ingredients. We also run Blanchflower in Altrincham, and we ship down bread and topped up with little bits and pieces that we make inside fresh every day. We just exist in the middle of our community and we feel very much part of it.
£7.50 for this little lot. You get your toastie, you get your homemade soup, sandwiches. I've gone for prosciutto, Gruyere, cheese, sourdough. Look at this. You're getting the wasp. You can't have lunch in a park without a wasp. This is mine, baby. Oh, that's good. Celeriac and apple soup comes with their homemade hazelnut pesto. Stick that in there. The soup's just good. It's got the earthiness of the celeriac, very slight hint of sweetness coming from the apple. The sourdough that they make themselves, crispy on the outside, soft and chewy in the middle. Oh, look at that. Next up, a little place I like to come to as often as I can, and as the sun is shining on Stretford today, we thought we'd get some Mediterranean vibes. This place is Geropolis, and it serves up some incredible Greek street food. Now, it's not even been open a year, but already people from all across Greater Manchester are travelling in just to try their gyros. And as I always say, you don't have to be leathered to enjoy a kebab, although it is nice. So what's your big hitters?
The chicken gyros, that's the all-time favourite. You can't go wrong with that.
Because at £4.50, that really is cheap. There's something very satisfying about holding a gyros, like a big meaty ice cream. Look at these chips. These aren't your just normal takeaway chips. These are proper chippy chips. Salad, fresh every day. Tzatziki, they make themselves. And the chicken, it's perfectly succulent. I'm gonna go in. Absolutely bang on. I can't eat it all. I've got to go and eat some more. So I'm going from Greece to southern India without leaving Stretford. Now this is one of the brand new places in Stretford. It's in the old site of the SIP Club, if you remember that. This is BrewChimp Indian Social Club. Two mates, Raj and Vijay, knocking up dishes from South Asia. So it's kind of small plates like tapas, but stuff that I've never seen anywhere before. This place is unreal and reasonable. Hey lads, tell me a little bit about the Indian Social Club.
We started looking at what's missing in the market, and what was missing was our mum's recipes.
This place in Stretford might be the only place in the country you can get some of these dishes.
Yeah.
I can't just sit here staring at this, I need to eat.
That is a Barotta, which is South Indian flaky bread.
Oh yeah, you can see how flaky it is. That's delicious. And so much lighter than, say, a naan bread.
Yep.
And so tell me about this then, what have we got here?
So that's the mutton chukka.
That's unreal.
And I think this is where the cooking process for 4 hours, and two methods of cooking. One is the pressure cooking with some Indian spices in it, and then we allow it to cool down, and then we shred them, grind it in house, and then we add them onto the chukka, and that takes about 2.5-3 hours of cooking.
That is just balanced perfectly. Right, well if you don't mind, I'm going to just get stuck into this.
Nalla saaptu sandoshama iru, seriya?
All he's saying is,
Look at him.
just eat well and stay happy.
That better have been all you said.
Yeah.
In preparation for this jolly, research trip, we asked you for some recommendations of places to go. And our friends at Eat Manchester put us onto this place. It's nestled at the end of a row of terraced houses, and it does some of the best jerk chicken you can get. This is Yemen. So here we are then, Yemen's jerk chicken. Jerk chicken, probably the most famous food to come out of Jamaica. There's some dark charring on there. That's what you want from your jerk chicken. you know what this tastes like? If you were having a shit day, this would make everything feel all right. The guy Jamie that runs this place has been here for 12 years, does everything on his own. Cooks, he serves, he does a lot. So if you ever really want to get served quick, you can ring up and put your order in advance. So now we've come from the stalwarts of Yemen to the relatively new kid on the block, Bakehouse 32. These guys only opened last year during lockdown when they were just doing pickups and deliveries, and they were selling about 150 pizzas a night. And now they do bagels as well, and that is what I'm going to have today because I've heard they're value for money. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
The Bakehouse was a lockdown baby, really. It was conceived in my back garden. We were making bake-at-home pizzas.
I think you saved the day during lockdown because like all of a sudden we could put away the Domino's flyer that had come through the door. But it's not the pizzas that I've come to try today, it's the bagels, and this is a relatively new thing for you guys, isn't it?
We started making our own bagels initially, old school New York style.
Look, I'm going to get stuck into this Reuben because I've heard it's only a fiver, yeah?
£4.50.
£4.50?
£4.50.
Bargain for money. Now that is a proper bagel. So you got your pastrami, which was from just down the road in Chiltern from Barbican Deli, as is the freshly baked bagel. Then inside, the gherkins, the pickles. And let me tell you, if you are one of these people that take the gherkins out of a burger and don't eat it, then you're an idiot. Inside, you've got the Russian dressing, which is a bit like Thousand Island dressing. Then you've got the mustard, and then you've got the key ingredient that's gonna keep my wife happy, the sauerkraut. I don't mean that my wife's sour, oh, she is, but she's German, and she likes a bit of sauerkraut. I'm starting to get a little bit full up now, but the good news is, my producers told me, the next place we're going is a really hip and happening, cool as place just down the road.
Rolling.
Kingfisher has been kicking around for 20 years. It's a family-run business and they do proper fish and chips. You may even have been to the one they've got on Tib Street in the Northern Quarter. These guys know what they're doing. I'm on a budget.
Yeah.
We're looking to find some cheap eats.
Well, we do fish and chips Monday and Wednesday to take away only for £4.25.
$4.25?
Yeah, £4.25, yeah.
Full-size fish?
Full-size fish, full-size chips.
Because it's so cheap, I'll order a little side portion of curry sauce as well.
Not to worry. Coming up.
Have a look at this. Can you see that? These chips, I don't know if you can hear that crunch, but perfect. Crunch on the outside, soft and fluffy in the middle. The fish, look how flaky, look how easily that breaks away. That is the sign of a good fish. I'm gonna get stuck in, and luckily for me, the next place I'm visiting is literally there. Now this is the one place in Stretford that you are guaranteed to find me 7 days a week, even more than I am in my own house. I love this place, Stretford Food Hall. Opened in 2019, and I genuinely believe that this was the catalyst for the current regeneration of Stretford. The place is unbelievable. There's the general store where you'll find just about anything you could want, and then in the food hall, there's a constant rotation of food traders, meaning that every time you come, you'll probably get something different. What's your beefer in there today? Two mates from Rochdale serving up killer burgers. I'm not going to try and patronise you by talking through every little bit of this burger. You know what a cheeseburger tastes like. But this is a very special cheeseburger. Let me just show you. Have a look at this. Now, only £7. I'd say that counts as a cheap eat. Well, there you go. That was Stretford. Let's just have a quick recap, though, on all the deals we found today. Soup and a toastie for £7.50. Chicken gyros, £4.50. The Mutton Chukka and Barotta, £7.50. For just £5 we had jerk chicken and pumpkin rice. That Reuben bagel cost just £4.50. Fish and chips was £4.25, plus £1 for curry sauce. And that cheeseburger, £7. So, I'm going to enjoy this. You keep your eyes across Manchester's finest because we'll be back with another episode of Cheap Eats very soon.